Thank you. guys, how are you? Hopefully you guys could hear me. Awakened Soul. I was just having my own techno party going on. That's usually how I chart, how I vibe. Is having my music on and and I always chart Ethereum and e Ethereum and BTC, and the reason is because one tends to move quicker than the other, or and it gives us those signs, right? So if Ethereum is breaking critical resistance supports, I know to focus on BTC. If the train left the station on ETH, I could come back and, take a trade on BTC, right? So what I'm seeing right now, um, actually just going off the daily here, for me it looks really bearish. And let me show you why. So using my higher highs and lower lows here, I have like a 5 top here. I call it the Queen's Crown, making my own patterns up. But look, you have this beautiful uh, like reversal happening here. And that's what's making me a bit bearish in the market, as we created a lower high here, right? So now we're at the lower high here. We came in, right? It's all market structure. So that's in the daily, right? In the daily, that's what my observations are. So what I want to do is, get ready for next week or Monday and see where the markets are headed, what are they doing right now. So with that high being created on the daily, right? On the daily right here, it looks super bearish. It looks like we're just going to have another leg down to the downside. So major resistance here at 29,888. Again, 29,888 would be my major resistance level. In the 4 hours, right, it looks like we came back, retrace this trend line break. This could be a bear flag pattern that I do see happening. So just based on market structure, we broke some support here on our 4 hours. So something to keep an eye on. So this is considered support. Let me highlight it here. So we broke a 4-hour support, and this is my next 4-hour support here, right? So the fact that we broke a 4-hour support is also giving me that bearish sentiment. In my 2 hours, we have 1226 EMAs cross as a bearish sign. And if I throw a fib from the top to the bottom, right, we can see price action is holding under the 38.20 retracement, and that's validating a bear flag. So something to consider that I've been notifying my Discord, my community. Love you guys. So this is a possible bear flag that's being in play. I don't see any bullish sentiment at this time. I came in, no expectations, no emotions, trying to focus, trying to see what happens next. And at this time, I'm just seeing that possible rollover like an H or even an M here. Look. You see this M happening? This could be the neckline. Right? It's all about what the market is doing right now, right here. So this could be definitely a M pattern. Right, a bear flag M pattern. You see how beautiful this M, you could see it. Right, and that's just understanding the Forex patterns. So if this neckline breaks, so what I mean neckline, right? So where would my M be? So I like to use the line chart. The line chart tends to give me a nice like support and resistance, just because the wicks are so wicky. So this is gonna be my neckline. Okay, let's go back to the wicks. So from my high to my neckline, that would be my measured move. So from this high to the neckline, if we break to the downside, right, this would be my target right here. Okay. So for me to take a long here, because as we can see, we really never retrace this trend line break. So we have one touch, two touches, and we broke on the third trend line break, and we really never retrace that. So we could definitely see us push back to this trend line and then continue to the downside, right? But I am seeing this bear flag, this possible M right now. Another confluence to the downside, like I said, 1226 EMAs are flipped in the 2 hour. Right, if we put one touch, two touch here, our target's going to be 29,196. Right, so continuation to the upside, and then we could roll over. But would I long this? No. At all. And like I said, my biggest reasoning is the lower high that was created in the daily. Right, lower high on the daily. So that's huge, right? For me to long this. Let me see. And then in my 4 hours too, in my 4 hours, I have that low that was created, right? So I'm expecting, what I'm fishing for right now is this lower high again, okay? So lower high to enter a short again if we don't just roll over from this situation. Lower high. And if you're not following me, please follow me at awakensoul_369. And I just made my own course, guys. I tagged it to this video, and it's also on my right here on the main Awaken Soul YouTube channel. If you go to the right here under it, my links, I have the teachable link, so you could definitely just go in there. And I'm focusing on, it's not that expensive either, I made it, but my focus, right, is on the one touch, two touch, the forex, the points of control, the Wyckoff, the simple moving averages, the energy of the moons, as I am a spiritual being, my supply, support and resistance, liquidity, and patterns. And that's what makes my trading be the way it is, right? Those are my focuses, and that's what I think are the most important things to focus on when you're day trading, when you want to learn to trade, right? It's all within the mechanics of price action. It's a mechanical system that is used by buyers and sellers. So once, you know, levels are breaking like this is critical 4 hour supports that was just broken. Like I said, I'm looking at a range right here. This would be my range, but I'm looking for a short possible M playing out right now. For me to take a long, I need my 1226 to flip to the upside. They're bearish on the 30-minute. They're just sideways on the 15 minutes, right? So I would probably need this lower high. And even if we came here, I would still not feel comfortable longing, because I know that we could be just retracing this trend line break, right? So that's why it's critical to do your technical analysis on all time frames, so you could understand where critical resistance support lines are. So that's what I have with Bitcoin, just getting ready for a new week, right? Like I said, possible M to the downside and continuation to the downside. That's what I'm seeing. We could have that retrace to the zone here, and that would be a second opportunity to short the market. But there it goes. That looks pretty. Let me share this with my Discord. Sorry. Okay, there it is. I like this a lot. And same thing with Ethereum, right? Before I analyze the charts, like I showed you earlier, I wanna make sure Ethereum, I just did Ethereum, no expectations, no emotions, right? You saw in my Ethereum same process, bear flag happening. I set my range here, right? We see a possible M being created here. So something to look for. Possible M if we break support. I like to follow my trades with the trend line from low to high. So if we break this support, it just gives me that confluence to take a short. Of course, if we break this support, another confluence to take a short. But it looks pretty bearish to me. I was trying to be open-minded and possibility of going to the upside. But I'm not seeing it right now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later. And that's what I love about the charts, is that every time you come in, there's opportunities. Every time you come in, you just never know what to expect. Okay, guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, look for that M pattern that's about to break to the downside in my what I see, right? And this is our neckline. All right, love you all. Let's see.